All right, guys, this is part two. We are going to continue our game between Detroit and Milwaukee. If you guys haven't seen the first video, check it out. I posted that up recently. Basically, I'm doing some play testing, and I have two teams, Detroit and Milwaukee. Just want to go through the game and show you guys how everything functions, how everything works. And I'm not going to get into everything right now. We're just going to get into the straight game action. And if you need more information on high leverage baseball, please check out the first video. All right, so let's get rolling. We have the scenario as we played the first three innings, and it's Detroit and Milwaukee. Detroit is, we are in Milwaukee. Detroit is leading 1-0. We have Aaron Savall pitching for the Brewers and Jack Flaherty, who is a strikeout wizard for Detroit. And Meadows for Detroit hit a home run last inning in the third. So let's dive into the action a little bit, and we'll explain things again as we go along. So we have up to bat Carpenter, Kerry Carpenter. And when you are rolling the dice on the first thing you're going to look at is a ball and play chart. So we're going to roll the dice and read those low to high. So we'll set that aside there. Low to high is 568. Ball and play. So there's no impact from the pitcher. We first look at the command chart to see if the pitcher has any impact as far as a walk, strikeout, or hit by pitch. No impact. So now we go to the ball and play. The ball is in play. Basically, in high leverage baseball, you look at whether the pitcher has some sort of an impact from a command standpoint, a walk or a strikeout. If not, then the ball is in play. So let's see what we have here. When you do the ball in play, you read it red, white, and blue. So we have 088, excuse me. So 088 is a possible infield single. We have Kerry Carpenter up. Infield single rating is a 15. And Aaron Savall is a -27. So very unlikely that Kerry Carpenter is going to get an infield single. In this case, we drop it to a 1% chance. So there's always a 1% chance. When I am reading my my 1 to 100s, I usually read white to red. So that is not an infield single. It says a looping liner towards shallow right. The second baseman sprints back, reach over his shoulder, and makes the catch. So a little bit of a looping liner. We'll just do 4 line out there. And Kerry Carpenter is down, out. And now we have Riley Green, who hit good OPS 827 last year and hit 24 homers and 262 average. All right, so Kerry Green is up, hit a ground out in his first at bat. Low to high, 258. So 258 is a strikeout check. Excuse the dogs, the neighbors are moving in. Strikeout check 77. And you have a -10 from pitcher impact. So 1 to 67 would be a strikeout. 94, not a strikeout. So we go to the ball in play. And let's see what happens here for Riley Green. Red, white, blue, 144. And 144 is going to be a single check. Now, on this one, where the ball is hit to the outfielder is going to depend on whether the batter is a left or right-handed hitter. He's a right-handed hitter. But first we have to check for a single. We have 59 and adjustment -15. So that's 1 to 44 is a single. 28, again, I read it red or white, so that is a single for Green. So we don't have to worry about where the ball is hit because Green reaches first. All right. So let me move Green back here. We have Colt Keith. Colt Keith hit 260 last year, 13 home runs. And we go low to high, 467. 467. And excuse the dogs again, that's a strikeout check. So Colt Keith is a 56, -10, 1 to 46 would be a strikeout. And it is a 46. How about that? It is a strikeout. Colt Keith is down. 2 outs, runner on first. Detroit doesn't look like they're going to be able to tack on any additional runs here. We have Andy Ibanez. Low to high, 0-18. See what we got here. Ball in play, so no impact by the pitcher. And we're going to roll on the ball in play chart. Red, white, blue, 368. And let's see what we got here. One more flip of the chart. 368 is a single check. So Andy, 63, good number, minus 15. So 1 to 48 would be a single. And it is a 44, so it is indeed a single. On here it says the ball sliced towards foul territory near the right fielder. So we want to look at, for this, we want to look at the runner advancement chart. Ibanez got a single. The advanced hit, I have a basic and advanced base runner chart. In this game, we're using the advanced. So there was 2 outs. There's a 2-out section here. Runner was on first. Okay, runner was on first. A single to right field. We roll a 10-sided dice. Let me roll that again and get a decent roll here. It says advances 1 base. So 1 to 4 would have been 2, 5 to 6 optional going to third, and 7 to 10 is 1 base. Excuse me. All right. Up, we have runners on first and second for Torkelson. And Spencer Torkelson hit 10 home runs last year and 342 at-bats. All right, we're looking at the command chart. Low to high, 336. 336 is ball in play. No impact by the pitcher. And we have red, white, blue coming up. 336. And that is a single check. Spencer Torkelson is at 41, minus 15 to that rating from Savall. So 1 to 26, and the Detroit Tigers are business here. It's a 59, so it is not a single. The Brewers escape. A high fly ball to right. Fielder takes a few steps back, settles under it, and makes a routine catch. So that's it. Now, in high leverage baseball, anytime the pitcher faces 5 or more batters, they lose two fatigue points. So Savall is down to 0. Down to 0. Now, I am thinking about changing the fatigue system to add in 2 more because this is play testing. I designed a fatigue system, and as you can see, Savall has only pitched 4 innings, and his fatigue is already down to 0. He has given up, 4 hits and a walk, which is nothing extreme. So just note that the fatigue system is going to be adjusted. That's on my to-do list. I will, for the sake of discussion, add 2 more back in like I said I would. Now, Flaherty starts the inning. Every time a pitcher starts the inning, their fatigue drops 1. So Flaherty is down to a 5 fatigue. All right, the Brewers step up to bat. We have William Contreras, who walked his first at bat. And we have low to high, 349, which is a strikeout check. So when you have this, basically you're playing the game, and we lead with a pitcher command roll to see how the pitcher is basically pitching towards the batter. Good command, bad command, really focused. In this at bat, we have a K check. Contreras is 59. The impact of Flaherty is plus 54 because Flaherty is a lights out, amazing strikeout pitcher. That puts you over 100, but in high leverage baseball, we always want to leave a 1% chance. The result's not going to happen. So 1 to 99 is a strikeout here, and it is a strikeout for Contreras. All right, I believe that's strikeout number 6 for Jack Flaherty. Rhys Hoskins is up. And we do low to high, 2-2-3. 2-2-3 is ball in play. No impact on the pitcher in that play. So Rhys gets a decent swing. Red, white, blue, 410. And we have a single check. So Rhys is a 44. Single adjustments +1. So 1 to 45, he gets a single. It is a 95 no-go. A routine fly ball to dead center. The fielder settles under it, steadies himself, and makes the grab. That's it. Oops, I put the K in the wrong spot there. All right, so 2 quick outs for the Brewers. They are not mustering much of an attack in this game. No runs so far for the Brew Crew. We have Bryce Terang up. Checking the pitcher command chart. Low to high, 4-8-8. And we have ball in play again. So that's a good thing for the Brewers. Maybe we can get some offense going. Red, white, blue, 086. 086. I can turn the page, it's freezing here. Infield single check. 47 for Bryce. An adjustment of +4 off Jack. So if Jack isn't striking you out, you got a chance to get some hits off him. So Bryce would be a +1, 1 to 48. And it's a 59. So the Brewers are just not having much luck. A soft liner towards the third base hole. The shortstop charges, gloves it on the run, and makes the catch for an out. So a real soft liner to the shortstop. And we have another, we have another inning done. We'll reduce Saval's fatigue to 1 because he's starting the injury, or starting the next inning. Saval's fatigue is down to 1. And that's, let me move Terang to the bottom here. Excuse me, all right. We have Spencer, Torkelson, I didn't move to the bottom either. How many times have you done that, right? Where you failed to move the last batter to the bottom of the pile. All right, so we have the top of the 5th inning, 1-0 Detroit. Jake Roberts is up. Excuse me. 279 low to high. Strikeout check. 84 -10. 1 to 74 is a strikeout. And it is a strikeout for Jake Rogers. 2 at bats, 2 strikeouts for Jake. All right, Zach McKinstry is up. Low to high, 236. Strikeout check. 60, adjustment -10. So 1 to 50 is a strikeout. And we have 54, so not a strikeout. So the ball will be in play for Zach McKinstry. Red, white, blue, 204. And for 204, we have a single check. Zach is a 49. -15 Aaron does not give up a lot of singles. So we'll have 134 would be a single. And 53 no-go. So Zach is a lefty. Slow roller to the right. Second baseman charges, scoops on the run, makes a throw, smooth throw to first, out with time to spare. So 4-3. We're rolling through. The pitchers are rolling through, dominating this game. We've had some runners on base, but other than the home run, no real solid attempt at scoring. Meadows. Parker Meadows is up. He is 2 for 2 with a single and a home run, so he's having an amazing game so far. Low to high, 249. 249 is a strikeout check. 73 -10. So 1 to 63 for Parker is a strikeout. It is not a strikeout. Parker gets a chance at another hit. And we have red, white, blue, 500. What do we have for 500 here? Now, I want to mention, I mentioned this in a previous video, you can use the charts. There's also a simple chart where you can just reference and you don't have to do all the chart flipping. And I will have fast action cards at release. A double check for Parker. Could it be 51 plus 10? 1 to 61 is a double for Parker Meadows. Oh, it's a 62. Parker just misses a double. I was thinking we had a setup here for possibly hit for the cycle, but no, he just misses it by 1. Towering fly ball near the warning track. The right fielder jogs back, catches it with time to spare. Baseball is a game of inches, folks, and there is absolute proof. Parker just missed a double. That would put him at 3 for 3 for the day with a single, double, and a home run, but it is not to be. All right, so the Brewers are up in the bottom of the 5th. The Brew Crew steps up and will reduce the fatigue of Flaherty to 4 for the Tigers. And, all right, so Joey Ortiz is up. And the Brewers have 2 hits and 2 walks, so pretty decent game for Jack Flaherty. I believe he has 6 strikeouts. All right, let's see what Ortiz can do here. Ortiz has one of the singles. Low to high, 0-1-9. Let me just flip it over. All right. Ball in play. The Brewers have had some chances at hits. They're not really bringing it home. 6:15, ball in play. All right, so 6:15. It's no chance that a hit. A high pop-up drifts just beyond the infield dirt. First baseman shuffles back, steadies himself, and makes the easy catch. So pop-out for Ortiz. 5 straight batters retired for the Brewers. And we have Blake Perkins up. Blake has a strikeout in his first at-bat. All right, low to high, 7-7-9 for Blake. 7-7-9 is ball in play. And let's see what we get. Red, white, blue, 486. Is this a single attempt? Double check. Sharp liner. So we got a double check for Blake. 38. And the adjustment is -53. Jack does not give up a lot of doubles. So because it's below 0, the chance of a double here is 1. And that is not to be. So a sharp liner toward the right field corner. The fielder positions himself perfectly, camps under it, and makes the grab. 2 gone. 2 gone. All right, so we have Sal Frelick. 2 strikeouts today for Sal. Not a glorious day so far, but there's still time to make amends. And we have 0-4-9. That would be a walk check. That would be nice for the Brew Crew. 30 walk, -27. Jack does not walk a lot of people. He's walked 2 in this game. 0 to 3% chance of a walk here. And it is not to be. So we go to the ball and play chart. And we have red, white, blue, 6-6-3. 6-6-3. A shallow pop-up drops near the edge of the dirt. The third baseman charges in and makes the catch with plenty of time. So pop out third. That is the end of the 5th, folks. 1-0 Detroit. We have Matt Vierling coming up. Big Matt. And Saval's fatigue is going to drop to a 0 at the start of the 6th. So this is going to be probably his last inning unless we want to keep him in and risk him pitching a little bit fatigued. Vierling is up. 0-0-3. Re-roll and check the error chart. So the way this works is when you get an error chart roll, it is a ball in play but we look at the error part of the outcome. If there's not a hit, okay? So we have 970, red, white, blue. I'm going to tell you that's a home run possibility. That is a deep fly ball. Let's see what happens. We have Veerling up, home run 20, home run adjust, plus 15. So Aaron gives up some dingers. 1 to 35, we have a ding dong. We do. We have a home run. Veerling crushes it. 2-0 Detroit. Now, because it was an error chart, if it would have been an out and not a home run, we would have a possible error. And here it would have been a routine. He would have missed the pitch slightly, we would have had a routine grounder to short. And with that, on any error in high leverage baseball, any error check, you could have had a catching error on the shortstop, a throwing error on the shortstop, a wild throw by the shortstop, or a catching error on the first baseman. So every play has a possible error outcome. All right, so back to the ball game. It is 2-0 Brewers. A couple of home runs from Detroit. We have Kerry Carpenter stepping up to the plate. Let me check to make sure my video is still recording. It is. And what do we got? Low to high, 345. Brew Crew are not looking strong. Strikeout possibility. 72 for Kerry, minus 10, so 62. 1 to 62. It is a strikeout. Good comeback there for Aaron Savall. And we have Riley Green stepping up to the plate. Riley is 1 for 2 today. Low to high, 0-33. 0-33 is a walk check, but check the wild pitch first. So, wild pitch starts at 50, and Savall is a wild pitch adjustment minus 25. So 1 to 25 is a wild pitch. It is a wild pitch. I just kind of notated on my Genki scoring there. But it is also a walk check now. So Green is 42 for walks, and the adjustment's +1. So 1 to 43 is a walk. It is a walk. So we have runner on first, Green. And we have Colt Keith coming up. He has popped out to the second baseman and has a strikeout. Low to high is 679. 679 is a hit by pitch check. So a little bit wild inning here for Savall. It might be time to yank him. We have a 7 hit by pitch and minus 18. Savall doesn't really get too wild. So the only chance of having a hit by pitch here is a 0-1 roll, and that's not happening. So we refer to the ball and play chart for Colt Keith. Red, white, blue is 691. 691. And that's a high fly ball near the stands. Right fielder glides over, steadies, and snags it. So we have to check the runner advancement. So that's a 9. We have a runner on first. Advancement is AG. So AG says runner on first is H. Hold, obviously, but it makes sense. And we have Ibanez. Ibanez is up. There are a lot, you can see on the runner advancement charts, there's a lot of possible outcomes from A to U, V to AS, and even more here going to AX. I want to give a very robust runner advancement system, but it's not complicated. It looks complicated, but it's very simple. Each play has a number and an likelihood of advancement. Double play opportunity, hold. The plus is 1 plus an option. Then you have some really funky things like the $sign here, which is a runner on second. The $sign, where is it here? It says advance one runner, an option for another. All right, so let's get back to the ball game. Ibanez is up. Andy is 1 for 2. And we have low to high 139. 139. is a what? A walk check. Ibanez is a 24 and +1 for Saval, so 1 to 25 would be a walk. It is not. The ball is in play. And let's see what we got here. So red, white, blue, 0-3-5. This is going to be an infield hit possibility. I can tell you that right now. 0-3-5. Infield single check. His infield single is 30, and Saval doesn't give up many infield singles, so it's only 0 to 3%. No infield single. Soft roll to the left side. Pitcher pounces, scoops it up, and flips it underhand to first. And that, my friends, is the end of the 6th. So we're going to pull Saval. And this is just the way I score, so don't hate. And we'll just put in a reliever here. Not going to be too picky about it since we're just doing a demo game. We'll bring in Joe Ross, who had 74 innings for the Brewers last year. Ross is in. So Ross's fatigue as a reliever is a 2. So immediately when they enter the game, it gets reduced to a 1. So for their first inning, he's going to pitch an inning, so that'll be 1 fatigue point down. All right, so the Brewers are up, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Jackson Churio, Jackson Churio is 0 for 2 today. Churio, 4-5-6 is a strikeout check. This is not going to be good. 61 plus 54. 1 to 99 is a strikeout for Churio. Flaherty is just breezing through things. That's a strikeout there. We're moving Flaherty's fatigue down to a 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Flaherty started as a 10 fatigue. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and he enters this inning as a 3. So Flaherty is breezing along. He's got a chance to pack in some innings this game. And we have Christian Yelich up. Yelich is on base twice today, walking a single. 289 is a re-roll and check against the error chart. So we go to the ball in play, and if it's not a hit, there's a possible error. Red, white, blue, 6, 4, 8. I believe this is definitely going to be a possible error. Shallow pop-up towards second base. Now, there's a possible, it's to the shortstop on a pop-up. We have to check the shortstop's error rating on catching the ball. So the shortstop for Detroit is McKinstry, and we check McKinstry's catch rating. We can find it here. So McKinstry's catch for shortstop is 5. It's very unlikely he's going to drop a ball. So 0 to 5 would be an error. Now it's 57. So he catches the ball. No error. On any given play, relative to what the type of play is, you could have a catch throw or fielding error depending on the situation. So we have Willie Adames, 0 for 2 today, nothing spectacular and noteworthy. Low to high, 357 is a strike check. This is not going to be good. 72 plus 54, 1 to 99, and Willie is lights out, and Willie is lights out. So in high leverage baseball, when you have a 1-2-3 inning and your pitcher has at least 1 strikeout, they do not lose a fatigue point. So Flaherty actually gets a fatigue point back. That he didn't actually lose it during this inning. So Flaherty is pitching brilliantly. He's got 6 innings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts, and only 2 hits. Let me move Adames to the bottom of the monkey pile here. And we will move on to Torkelson. Where is Torkelson? I don't think I've moved Ibanez to the back. I'll do this 100 times, right? Low to high 466 is a ball and play. Ball and play, red, white, blue, 821. This is going to be a home run check, folks. This is going to be a home run check. That's not what the Brewers need right now. 821, a blistering line drive to deep center. And Torkelson's home run is a 21. Ross is minus 12, so it's only 1 to 9% chance of a home run here. And it is not a home run. It is a catch by the center fielder. All right, so Rogers is up. And we have low to high, 145. 145. And that is a walk check. Rogers is 25 plus 6 for Ross. So 1 to 31 is a walk. It is indeed a walk. So Rogers is on. He has 2 strikeouts and a walk today. Zach McKinstry is up 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And let's see. Low to high, 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. Ball in play. And let's see what we got here. I don't think we have a double play today. 0, 3, 4. That's going to be an infield hit check. 0, 3, 4, 0, 3, 4. Infield hit check. McKinstry is a 17 plus 25, 1 to 44. Joe Ross gives up a little bit of more infield hits than you'd expect. 42. It is indeed an infield hit. So McKinstry goes to first. Ross goes to second. Or excuse me, Rogers goes to second. And we have Detroit in business here. Meadows is up. Just missed the double by 1 last time. Parker Meadows. And we have 037. See what he has in store for us. A walk check. 33 plus 6. 1 to 39 is a walk for Parker Meadows. It is not a walk. So we then default to the ball and play chart. Let's see what Parker has. 204. 204 is a single check. And Parker is a 54. Adjustment is a plus 15. 1 to 69 is a single. And indeed, Parker gets a hit. It's his 3rd hit of the game. We have to check the runner advancement. So Parker is a lefty. So that means it was hit towards the right fielder. And we have 1 out. Runner advancement charts. Let's see. Okay, so the runner on right field, let's roll the dice here. The runner on first, 4, has the option of going to third, and the runner on second scores. So Meadows gets an RBI. And there's an option for McKinstry to go to third. I'm going to keep things simple and keep him at second right now because there's only 1 out. And we have Vierling up. Patty Vierling. Low to high, 044 is a ball in play. Red, white, blue, 316. And let's see, 316 is a single check for Mr. Vierling. He is a 47. Joe Ross is a plus 15. 1 to 62 would be a single, and it is not. A blooper drops near the line, but the left fielder sprints over, plants, and catches it above the grass. Out. And plenty of time now. We have runners on first and second. We check the runner advancement chart, which is an AG. And runner on first and second both hold. So no advancement for the base runners. We have 2 outs, first and second, and we have Carpenter up. Not a stellar inning for Ross by any stretch of the imagination. Carpenter 089 is a walk check. 28 plus 6, so 1 to 34. 7, it is indeed a walk. Bases are loaded. And I think we're going to pull Ross because he's looking a little bit sketchy. We think we've had enough of Ross. It's just bringing somebody just to freshen up a little bit. We'll bring in Bruce Wilson, who had 109 innings for the Brew Crew, 9 starts, but we'll bring him in. We've had enough of Ross. As a reliever, Bruce has a 4. So immediately drops to a 3 when you bring him in. All right, Riley Green, bases loaded. Green hit 24 ding-dongs last year, so let's see what we have in store. Ball in play. All right, no strikeout here. Let's see what Riley Green can muster up with the bases loaded. It is 6:38. That's going to be an out. I'm pretty sure that is an out, an inning-ending pop-up towards the line. Shortstop moves over, adjusts and take. That's it. That is it. So a run for Detroit. A lot of activity, but only 1 run. And the Brew Crew are coming up to the plate. Flaherty is just lights out right now. The Brewers are down 3-0. Not looking good for the Crew. And we have up William Contreras. Low to high, 135 is a walk check. Contreras is a 43. Walk adjustment minus 27, so 1 to 16. Nope, no walks, so we go to the ball and play chart. And we have 202, 02, 202, 202. What do we got? Single check. All right, Contreras. Let's get a rally here. 53 plus 1. 1 to 54 would be a hit here from Mr. William Contreras. And it is indeed a hit. The Brewers are in business. Got the first batter up. Rhys Hoskins is up. Let's get a rally. Let's get something going. Let's keep the momentum. All right, low to high, 558. 558. Possible error. So if it's not a hit here, it could result in an error check. So we go low, or we go red, white, blue. 849. This is a possible home run, folks. This is a home run roll. 849. If not a home run, a possible error. So the Brewers have some possibilities here. Home run 42, home run check plus 14. 1 to 56. It is out of here. Gone. 3-2. Just like that. The beautiful day, beautiful pitching performance of Jack Flaherty has been marred with a 2-run ding-dong and a weak start to the bottom of the 7th. The bullpen is warming up. Bryce Terang is up. This might be the last batter for Jack. I thought maybe he might have a chance to go to the distance in this one. All right, 079 is a walk check. We have a 32 and a minus, only 1 to 5 would be a walk. Unlikely, no walk. So we go to the balls and play chart. I almost lost my dice there. Red, white, blue. Oh my goodness, we have another home run check. 965. Bryce Terang, home run check. Bryce is 7 plus 14. 1 to 21 would be a tying ding dong. 0-2, it is out of here. Can you believe that, folks? Wow. Unexpected. Bryce Terang hits a home run. It is tied 3 to 3. Jack Flaherty heads to the showers, and the Detroit Tigers are going to bring in a reliever. And let's see here. They're going to bring in Brian Salmons. Just kind of grabbing a random reliever here for good luck. Salmons has a fatigue of 7, believe it or not. He didn't play many games, 6 games last year in relief. And he only played 6 games for the Tigers. So I just kind of grabbed a random reliever. Don't hate. All right, Ortiz is up for the Brewers. 3-3. My wife's going to be home in any second, and the dogs will be going crazy. So whenever that happens, we will shut the game down. Low to high, 145. A walk check. Could things get worse for Detroit right now? 44 plus 6, 1 to 50. The dice are rolling for the Brewers right now. Ortiz is on first. 4 straight batters reach base. And we have Blake Perkins up. All right. We have low to high, 178, strikeout check. So 71 minus 30, 1 to 41 for Blake. 50, not a strikeout, so the ball is in play. We have another good opportunity here for Blake. He puts the ball in play. 177, I believe that's going to be a single check. It is indeed a single check. 55, minus 56. Brian didn't play many games last year, so the single check is only 0 to 1. No single. Slow roll to the right side. Second baseman jogs in, picks it up, etc., etc. We have we have to check the runner advancement, which is a G. Possible double play. So double play starts at 50. Then you take the adjustment of the batter, which is Perkins, minus 29. So that would be a 21. And you adjust based on the pitcher, plus 1. So that's 22. So 1 to 22, we have a double play. We do not have a double play. So the second baseman is going to flip to second for a force. And we have Sal Frelick is up. Still some light for the Brewers. They only got 1 out. And low to high, 157 is a strikeout check. 42 minus 30, 1 to 12. Not a strikeout. So Big Sal is going to be red, white, blue, 426. What do we got here? Double check? 426. Nope, single check. 426, 426. Tricky fly ball. Let's see. Singles 52, only 0 to 1. 0 to 1 for Sal. It is not a single, so it is a catch by the center fielder. Brian Salmons did not give up many singles in his 27 innings. Curiously, so very difficult to hit a straight single off of him. And we have Jackson Chourio. That's one of the issues when you use these lower rated players, right, that don't have a lot of data pool. So Jackson Chourio is up, runner on first, 2 outs. And we have low to high 045 for Jackson Chourio. Is a walk check. 24 plus 6, 1 to 30 is a walk for Jackson. 36, not a walk, so we go to balls in play. The ball is in play, red, white, blue for Jackson. 0 for 3 today. 298 for Jackson Chourio. I believe that's going to be a single check. Let's see, 298. All right. 298 is indeed a single check. Cheerio. Again, Salmons doesn't really give up any singles, so it's 0-1. No single, and that would be a medium fly to left. That is it for the Brewers in the bottom of the 7th. So I'm going to wrap up things here, and we'll get back to this game next time. But I'm going to do part 3, the finish of the game. We have a possibility of extra innings. It is 3-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Tune back in for the final installment of this game, and let's see what happens. Before we go, I'm going to get Salmons out of this game because the limited play, it wasn't too fun to have him in the game, I'll tell you that much, for the Brewers. But we'll bring in a different reliever before we go. We'll bring in Shelby Miller. So when the Brewers return, we'll put Salmons here. They'll return to meet Shelby Miller. That's the third pitcher for Detroit. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate your support, and tune back in for the next installment.